Welcome to the 2023 Final Frontier webpage update. This one is going to be very heavy on Star Wars carded figures. Going through right now all the Star Wars 12 backs, 20 backs, 21 backs. So it's going to be very heavy on carded figures on this update. And more 21s. We move on to the Empire figures. Graded stuff up top. Through those first. And on they go to Luke there. Okay, then down to more graded and ungraded Empire figures. A lot of Hoth figures. A lot of figures, period. And more figures. The ones that aren't in cases are generally proof cut figures. There were quite a few of those in this last few collections. On to more Empire ungraded stuff. And I can't even get all the things in one video, so I have to do two videos for the carded figures. Let's finish up on Empire here. And then I'll move on to the piles over here of Jedi, more Jedi. That will be next. We begin part 2 of our Jedi Odyssey. Turn of the Jedi figures after figure after figure after figure. So this one's very heavy on carded figures. A lot of Jedi. A lot of high grade stuff. A lot of mid grade stuff. And a lot of low grade stuff. I mean, it's quite a bunch of stuff. So, more figures across the gambit from Star Wars re-releases, Empire re-releases, and Jedi original figures. Quite a bit of clear stuff as well. Some decent figures, some Vaders, Bens, Walrus Mans, AT-AT drivers, clear, and then again the bottom is the some cracked bubble stuff and proof of purchase cut. Still displayable, but not what we call mint. But nonetheless, still more figures. Then we get to the last, which is I think 1 or 2 tri-logos and the power of the Force. And there you go.
Star Wars. You and your children loved it. Now, the Earthlings at Kenner have asked my associate and me to present the Star Wars collection. Truly remarkable toys and games for your children. What are you so excited about now? My goodness, the Star Wars TIE Fighter and X-Wing fighter. Now your children can relive our great space battles or collect our wonderful Star Wars companions with Kenner's Star Wars action figures. R2, it's a little you. Kenner's new radio-controlled R2-D2 anyone can command. Ah, the Star Wars land speeder that moves like it's floating. And here's Kenner's Death Star space station, 4 floors of action. A trash compactor, too. Listen, R2, that's the Star Wars electronic laser battle, a game of speed, reflex, and reaction. These and other toys and games in Kenner's Star Wars collection are sold separately. Batteries are not included. May the Force be with you, and your children.
And now we're on to the Star Wars box stuff and carded die-cast and, vehicles, play sets, and the like. Stuff. It's a random. This is all the sealed and unused stuff. Some of it's graded, some of it's not. Yes, I know Collector Series is technically Jedi, but it doesn't look good in the Jedi section, so I put it in here. Say MAFA graded, Cantina, Droid Factory, case, etc. Death Star is not unused, but it is the mintest toy you'll ever see in a mint box. And on Empire, we have another mint boxed Hoth Ice Planet. I never see that one mint. More die-cast, an unused and a sealed Cloud City. Somebody had there was a display arena sealed up in a CAS case. Sealed Falcon, unused AT-AT, unused, sealed, unused. More stuff, some mail-aways. And 90 Yak Face, and then some Jedi, and the Last of the Empire, and more Jedi. And more Jedi stuff. Jedi. Jabba's and TIE Interceptors and Jabba Dungeons. And then the last of it is the loose or loose in box stuff. This stuff is all open, played with, but generally mint. Beautiful TIE Fighter, beautiful X-Wing. And terrible box, but really mint shuttle. And a bunch of mini rigs. Tauntaun, open belly Tauntaun. The last video will be all the non-Star Wars stuff coming next. Okay, now we begin the non-Star Wars portion of the update. And if you couldn't guess, Star Wars Shogun Warriors. And got some jumbos, including a Goldarock. And we move on to other 70s toys here. Shoguns and Micronauts, Starbird Command Base, Black Hole figures, including Old Bob and Star. The rare Walking Vincent. More Micronauts, a whole bunch of loose ones. And then on to Star Trek and Migos. And ever popular South Bend toys from Star Trek. Some 60s Star Trek toys. Some loose stuff for Battlestar and Comic Action Heroes. More Migos. Some Remco figures. And then into Battlestar Galactica. One of my favorites, of course. We've got a fleet of Cylon Raiders. 6-pack. And a gold Cylon Commander. And then a whole bunch of figures. Figures upon figures upon figures. Remote control Cylon, a mint lunchbox, some graded stuff, and a bunch of ungraded stuff. Just more and more Battlestar, and more Buck Rogers as well. Some really rare Buck Roger pieces, some graded stuff, some unusual items, Starfighter, and then some figures, and then stuff I usually don't carry, but I got a collection of Lego, from Space Lego, from the 70s to the early 80s. Most of the sets are sealed or unused. Some are complete and played with and absolutely mint. So, kind of goes with the Star Wars and Battlestar in that era. And we're on to G.I. Joe. Never have an update without G.I. Joe. As well as Transformers. And then we go into a smattering of the cops we picked up. Some Robotech and Joe, Robotech and He-Man, Stariors, Sectors, a few Turtles, Brave Star, and then of course superhero stuff, Secret Wars, some He-Man, and some superpowers. There you go.